If you got a sweet tooth and your baking skills are not that great, we got a solution for you. Low-calorie funfetti cake that's easy to make. Man, that has a good ring to it. But before we get into the recipe, guys, I'm looking at the stats here. Most of you guys aren't subscribed. Make sure you guys hit that like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification to be notified anytime we post new content. It's free for you. It helps the channel grow to push content just like this for people that are watching just like you. Let's get into it. The first ingredient you want is some plain non-fat Greek yogurt. This is gonna keep the calories down. This thing has 18 grams of protein, 90 calories a serving. We're gonna put in 284 grams. I already have 284 grams right here placed into my mixing bowl, so we're good to go. The next ingredient you want is some Fairlife milk. This is gonna help with the protein intake. I went with 2% instead of the fat-free to give it better texture. We're gonna put in 1 cup or 240 milliliters. I have 1 cup right here measured out. We're just gonna put it right into the bowl. The next ingredient you want is some Funfetti mix. This is just plain Funfetti mix. We're gonna throw in the whole entire box into our bowl. Probably should have used a bigger bowl, but that's okay. There's no going back now. All right, so we're just gonna mix it right now to make sure there's some room. Keep throwing in the mix. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you want to use a bigger mixing bowl, not like me. So we're gonna go ahead and transfer it. Sorry for the mess up, but that's okay. We are improvising on set. Make sure you guys grab everything. There we go, no harm, no foul. Now we can just throw in the rest without hesitation or any spills. Perfect. Now if you have a whisk, this would be better, but we don't have a whisk, we're using a spoon, and that's okay. So we wanna make sure that the mixture is fully mixed in. This is gonna take some time, so take your time. Do not rush this step. Go a little fast, go a little the opposite way. This is smelling great already. All right, and we're all done. Look at how good this looks. Sticky, perfect. Now we could set this off to the side. Grab yourself a baking tray. I'm using this one, glass. It's not really that big, but it is thick. So depends on how big and thick you want the slices. I recommend you go with that pan. The next thing is to grab some parchment paper. I'm just gonna use this little piece right here and it slides in perfectly. Grab your Funfetti mix and now we're gonna transfer it into the bowl. Make sure you get all of the sides. This can be a little sticky, ladies and gentlemen. We wanna make sure all of the fun is getting inside of the cooking tray. We don't wanna leave any fun behind. Looks like we got all the fun. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in the dishwasher. Now, we wanna make sure we spread it nice and evenly within our baking tray because we want it to cook evenly when we bake it. So make sure that the corners get their fair share, you know? This is looking awesome right now. Super excited to try this. All right, that looks good to me. Before we bake it, make sure you read the back. Depending on which tray you use, you wanna follow the instructions. This is kind of like a thicker one, so we're gonna bake it for around 40 minutes at 350 degrees. Into the oven we go. So as that's cooking, we're gonna start with the icing. Grab your Greek yogurt again. We're gonna put in 170 grams into a bowl. Again, I have 170 grams here, all measured out. Next, we wanna use a calorie-free sweetener. I'm using this monk fruit sweetener. We're gonna put in about 7 grams. You could put up to 10, you could put as little as 5, but you wanna put some in to keep the texture nice and sweet. I have 7 grams right here. We're gonna throw it right inside. The next item we want is a whey protein powder. I'm using this berry cheesecake from EcoVision. This one's absolutely delicious. If you guys wanna give this one a shot, make sure you click on the link down below and use code LIFT to receive 10% off. All right, 1 scoop inside. And you can see there's little pieces of pie crust inside. Now we're gonna mix it all together, and for sure, this is a big enough bowl. I'm sorry about that earlier on, but you know, sometimes you have to just go with the flow. So make sure everything mixes nice and together. Make sure the sweetener gets in with the Greek yogurt and the protein as well. Oh, this smells phenomenal. Look at that. Perfect. Grab something to put that really hot baking tray or pan, whatever. Make sure it's wood, not metal, just because the metal will heat up. All right, here is the final product. This thing looks amazing. Look how thick it is. Look, perfect. All right, so we're gonna let this cool for just a little bit, and then we're gonna flip it over and put the icing on. Okay, so it took us a couple tries, but we managed to get it out of the container. So we have our icing right here. Let's go ahead and spread it nice and evenly over the top. This looks absolutely delicious right now. All right, we're all finished here, but I'm gonna take some thumbnail shots and we'll check in and try it out in just a moment. Like I said in the video, guys, if you want the berry cheesecake protein, make sure you guys go to ecovision.com to get 10% off. Use code LIFT to get 10% off. They also have great flavors, mint and chips, s'mores. They have flavored creatine, raspberry, watermelon, 5 grams of creatine in each serving. They also have pre-workouts. This one's Project Mast. I love this. I use this every single day. They even have clothing. This is their Legacy hoodie. It's stitched right here, super comfortable. The hood doesn't have any drawstrings. The fabric is super comfortable, super thick. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you guys want to try any of these products, make sure you guys use code LIFT at Ecovision or use my link down below. Here is the final product right here. Super excited. I'm not gonna lie, I just tried one off camera, so I'll try another one for you guys. Look at that. Here we go. Perfectly cooked all the way through. The berry cheesecake icing complements the Funfetti. You guys are gonna be astonished how many calories each piece has. We have 16 pieces total here. Make sure I don't have anything on my face. The mustache, guys. Each piece only has 134 calories. That's it, 134 calories. 23 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 6 grams of protein. I mean, look at this. You can have a couple of these. You can throw this in your meal prep. You can have this as a nice little treat, pre-workout, post-workout, before you go to bed. I'm not even joking. I might finish this whole thing. It's that good. As always, guys, if you guys are enjoying the videos, give me a like, hit the subscribe button down below, the bell notification to be notified anytime we post new content. Recipe playlist, I'll throw that right here. Tons of protein-packed recipes just like this: dessert, pizza, sushi, meal prep, when you name it, I got it. Right here, super simple, delicious recipes to make it feel like you're not dieting, but you really are. Again, anything I'm affiliated with, links down below, and we'll see you guys next week for another video.